Welcome, angry faithful, to Friday. Oh, sorry, it's Thursday. We're working this on Friday. I get confused sometimes.
Why?
Because tomorrow I am going to the Rangers game, and
How awesome!
yeah, that is awesome, dude. My dad talking about that. We'll get into the news and everything. This is basically Friday or Thursday episode of What the Hell, where we talk political or stuff that we found interesting on the internet.
Did you send out a notification we were going on early, or is just our audience is confused?
If we have an audience,
You didn't send a notification?
no, I like to
People
support people.
people haven't liked, subscribed, and checked the bell to get notified when we go live?
I no, I don't know. Maybe,
We need to tell people.
maybe one of these days. Hold on. I know they have these new media assets now. Basically, you do this.
I like the one. Have you seen Megan Kelly? It's like she runs out real small and then goes like this or something like that, or she used to, pointing to it. It's kind of cute at the bottom of the screen. We need something like that. But right now, I don't think anyone knows. Hold on, if I tap it, will people? Still no one.
Oh well, it's okay. But no, tomorrow
We can make comments to each other.
Yeah, pretty much. I wonder if that would work. Let's try that. But anyways, Bill, tomorrow I'm going to the Rangers game, which I get a Nolan Ryan t-shirt jersey with a blood stain on it. Yeah.
And why?
It's a anniversary of him doing that to the Kansas City Royals. So
it doesn't have anything to do with the movie The Natural.
Does it? No, I don't think so. No.
Do you remember that scene?
I don't think we could play it, but yeah. Oh yeah. No, that was
Robert Redford in The Natural.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
But did you hear what they're having to do with the stadium in Dallas?
Not really. Oh,
to play the FIFA World Cup, they don't allow branded stadiums.
What?
Why? They are having to cover up or remove everything that has AT&T Stadium on it, including the big AT&T logo on the top of the dome.
Really?
Yeah. They don't allow. They have a clean venue policy. Mandates a clean zone inside and outside all host facilities. AT&T Stadium must mask all corporate identity, including the massive AT&T letters on the top of the dome and internal pitch side branding. They have spent to prepare the stadium for this $295 million in stadium renovations just so they can do the World Cup.
Well, with the ticket prices they have, I mean, $25,000 for a ticket.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They're that's for the cheap seats.
You know how much I care about soccer?
Don't care.
You don't either?
No, I actually care about soccer. We actually cover it in Nerd Sports on Mondays.
And you didn't go into, they had to re-engineer the pitch and the raising of the floor. Builders used 15,000 tons of material to lift the entire surface 2 to 3 feet above the stadium's original concrete floor. This elevation widens the field footprint so it fits within the stadium's lower walls. They had to eliminate the field level suites to clear out unnecessary perimeter space required for players, refs, and cameras. And this is a real good one. Unprecedented natural grass installation. They require natural grass. So hybrid sod crews laid down a premium blend of Kentucky bluegrass and ryegrass trucked in from Colorado to prevent the grass from tearing during slides. 3 specialized machines injected 18 million nylon fibers into the sod. But because it's covered by a dome, they had to put overhead glow lights in to provide enough natural sunlight, a first of its kind mechanism to suspend giant pink grow lights from the ceiling so the grass would grow.
Huh. Anyway.
All for stupid ass soccer.
Yeah, nobody cares about your opinion. Anyways, as I was saying before you interrupted me yet again, Bill. No, we're gonna go to get that. And what happened is Dad came by today and he was like, "Hey, you want to fill up on the gas tanks and everything? We'll go do that. We'll go to the base." I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "Hey, are you really happy about the stadium that you're gonna purchase? Because I purchased the tickets, he purchased the food and the gas." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I sent it to you. You didn't watch the videos, dude? They got like stuffed pretzels, the nacho hat, what else? A freaking ribeye sandwich. It looks good. And it's like when you go to the state fair with the carny food."
And what is that thing called now?
What? Globe Life?
It's Globe Life?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't remember. I mean, AmeriQuest Field, and
Yeah,
for a long time I called it. I said, "Screw that! I'm calling it the ballpark at Arlington."
Oh yeah, most people do. Anyways, our top story for today. Today is the 10th anniversary of the death of Harambe. Bill. Yeah. There we go.
The White House put out a special for this nationwide treasure. And here's what they said. Today, we remember a legend. On this day in history, Harambe would have celebrated another birthday, an icon that became part of internet history, American culture, and an entire generation's timeline. Tomorrow marks 10 years since we lost him. 10 years since the moment the world stopped scrolling and collectively mourned something bigger than a meme. He became a symbol of loyalty, strength, chaos, unity, and the strange beauty of the internet, bringing millions of people together for one cause, never forgetting Harambe. Everyone remembers where they were when they heard the news. And somehow, a decade later, his legacy still lives on, gone but never forgotten. Rest easy to a true patriot. May 27th, 1999 to May 28th, 2016. Forever in our hearts.
I still think the whole theory is crazy. You okay, Bill? You gonna be all right, buddy?
Hold on.
Okay. You take your time, buddy.
Okay.
You got Kleenex? Did you have Kleenex ready?
I didn't, but
You should have.
the light is the light. I don't have the light right, but a lot of streamers, media people don't. Even the big ones don't, where it gives the glow of my lights in my glasses, so you can't see how red my eyes are right now.
That's okay, buddy. It's all right. I still the whole theory about once Harambe died, we had the COVID stuff. and the only way to fix everything was for Peanut the squirrel to pass away.
No, 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 no.
It's okay, Bill. It's all right.
I cried so many times those squirrel videos came up. The memes, I just lost it. Actually I'm serious about that. I did. Just the feeling, it was so sad, and what they did to that poor squirrel and raccoon. I'm actually serious about that.
Yeah, it was really stupid about the little squirrel and the raccoon because of what do you call it? New York laws on animals. Like, oh, I was like, no, no, no. If I was that dude that had those animals, I would have sued for possible income. I mean, it doesn't fix the problem, but they need to pay somehow. But anyways,
Yeah,
and
a lot of things happened during that last administration, like this shit.
yeah,
But it has been rectified by someone who cares.
yeah, it looks freaking gorgeous. I'm glad I didn't go. I didn't go to Washington D.C. when that was all happening. I would have been pissed. I'm glad they didn't touch that. The one monument that I really love is the Lincoln Memorial. If they touch that, I saw someone touching that, I would beat the crap out of them. That thing's gorgeous.
Well, that's a hard trip to plan.
Not really. We did it within a day. Basically a day. My dad went on the honor flight, and what it is basically it takes veterans and takes them down to Washington, takes them up to Washington D.C. They get a welcome home. The entire time is welcome home. It's all for veterans. Me and Dad, we're both Air Force veterans. But basically, I had to go with him because they have to have like sponsors just in case. Because we had one guy, he was World War II vet, and he flew those gliders in World War II, which were called flying coffins.
Gliders?
Yeah, you never heard of the gliders?
No.
They had gliders, yes. They had gliders in World War II that that transported troops and cargo.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah, they were flying coffins. Seriously, not a lot of people that flew those planes, those gliders. Not planes, they're gliders. Flew those gliders were a good percentage of them passed. What's the percentage?
Nearly the most produced one was the Waco CG-4A, most produced military glider in history with 14,000 units manufactured.
Yeah.
It could carry 13 fully equipped soldiers, a Jeep, or a 75 millimeter Hauser. I had never heard of gliders in World War II.
Yeah, it was the same thing for me.
Then there was one in the UK that was capable of carrying 20 to 28 troops or heavy gear. And the Germans had one too.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, both sides, but thousands of people died in those within those gliders on both sides from looking at it. But no, dude. What was
they were designed to be disposable.
Yeah. Some of them used they used as after they landed, they used them as makeshift bases.
And they went 150 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dad. I love my dad, but he doesn't watch his mouth on certain instances. Like I've actually surprised myself where I start watching my mouth in certain instances, and he's done the reverse.
I never curse on this thing.
Well, not even on. Yes, you do all the time, every time. I mean, we've talked about this. I have actually cursed less, but he wasn't cursing. He just was saying stupid stuff. What happened is he goes up and was like, "Could you imagine being in a wheelchair like that?" I was like, "Dad, the only reason why he's in that wheelchair is because his balls are bigger than ours. He flew gliders in World War II and occupied evil in wartime. Can you say that?" No. And shut the fuck up.
And there is a whole exhibit in the National Air and Space Museum in D.C.
Yeah.
I will try to see that.
Oh,
the combat glider is the only aircraft built to crash, said General William C. Westmoreland of the U.S. Army. Built to crash.
Yeah. Did you see what the Air Force just put in their museum?
No.
Really?
Which Air Force museum? Which?
Oh, the big one. I forget where it's at.
In Colorado?
I think so, yeah. They added 2 new vehicles. No, this is Dayton, Ohio. But they just put in an X-Wing and a TIE fighter.
A fan-built, full-size starfighter.
Yeah. X-Wing. Get it right, not a starfighter. It was an X-Wing and a TIE fighter.
Yeah, I knew that, but the Vintage Aviation News didn't. I was reading it under the picture, a fan-built full-size starfighter model. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, features. It's temporary though. But what they're calling the thing is Starfighters Rivals of the Silver Screen. That's why it was called Starfighters.
It's temporary through the end of the year.
Yeah.
Wow. I liked the movie The Last Starfighter. That was pretty cool.
That man, I've heard like through the grapevine and everything, they keep on like putting little hints that it might be making a sequel to that. There is a thing sometimes they do in up at the theater. Yeah, the gliders. There's a thing in they do up at the theater. They call it the whatever year, like this year would be 86. But me and my brother-in-law and my dad, we all had like the weekend off. And they had 2024. They had movies from 84. So we watched like The Last Starfighter, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. No, it was 85, I think. Anyways, they also had let me get this right. Last Starfighter. Okay, yeah, it was in 2024. They had like The Last Starfighter, Nightmare on Elm Street. What was the other movies we saw? Last Starfighter, Indiana Jones. God, I can't even remember the other ones, but it was a nice night. We all watched it. And they
We
did.
saw last week they had both Top Guns.
Yeah, it was. What was it? The 30th anniversary or 40th?
Let's see.
40th. I think it was the 40th anniversary.
I don't have the picture of that. I actually took a picture of the ones that's going to be coming out. And Ocean's 11 is coming out the 21st and 24th.
Hey, Bill.
Huh?
Just cut. Just I don't. We don't need to know that.
You don't need to know that The Fifth Element and Willy Wonka are coming out in the theater. People might want to know that.
No, Bill.
And Gone with the Wind, October 10th.
That would be emotional for me to go see that. My mom loved that movie.
I've never seen it.
It's
long.
Very long. How long is Gone with?
Is it 4?
How long is Gone with Wind? 3 hours. Yeah, it's close to 4 hours.
I tell you, the very first long movie that I didn't get up and go to the restroom watching, Titanic. I was so riveted to Titanic that I didn't get up and even go to the restroom.
I never saw Titanic. I've only seen clips. I've only seen clips. Never seen.
I saw it 3 times in the theater.
Never. Not any kind of desire to watch that movie.
And you haven't visited the Titanic?
No. Because, well, it's underwater, Bill. But I hear that the pool in the Titanic is still full.
I think you might be right.
I think I might be right.
But I have seen the one in Branson and the one in Pigeon Forge, I think. And it is real cool. When you go in, you get a ticket, a pass. It looks just like your ticket that they would have gotten with a person's name on it. And then you go through it and that you try to spot your person as it goes through the history of the people. This one was here, this one was here. So you can try to determine if they survived or not. Then at the very end, if you haven't found them, there's a massive memorial wall. So it's a really, really neat, very interactive exhibit. My wife says she hates museums, but we spent a long time in that one, and we went to both of them.
Neat. Talking about boats. Oh, I just had it up. There we go. Guess what they did today? For the 250th anniversary, they set sail with the U.S. Constitution, and it fired its cannons. And yes, if you are in the Navy, you have a chance to. That is your job, is to work at the USS Constitution, and you get a different uniform. You get the old uniform for that era as your uniform to work on that ship.
I am going to be taking a cruise in DC, and it's with an organization called City Cruises.
Mm-hmm.
And with City Cruises, if I can get my Super Wazoo computer to bring it up, you can actually book cruises.
It's not coming up, huh? Anyways, Bill. I don't know why. Okay, there you go.
You can book cruises on those.
Yeah, I know. How much did they cost though? Just
Well,
hit the View Norfolk Cruises. There. Oh, that's not that bad. Oh no, that's actually there we go. That's not bad. $65.
yeah, but let's do.
Just do Boston. Hurry up, Bill. People are getting annoyed. Only because I'm getting annoyed.
One second.
I love how we're doing this to everybody.
But this is so exciting.
For you. I mean, no one cares.
This is the one.
Watch I get comments that everybody's like, shut up and let's do the cruises. I laugh. They see that's not that bad. $124.
Yeah. Let's go to around the time of 4th of July.
You are way away from that, Bill. Come on. Fourth is on Saturday. Do it on the 4th.
That's the 4th of July firework cruise.
You got Parkinson's or something?
Who?
You. Because you were shaky as hell.
Huh.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but that's beginning price. That's not for adult rate.
Still, that's not bad.
And
$100. I mean, it's experience, but you know.
yeah, but we're talking Washington D.C. and a slow ass computer. So we're talking then the taxes.
It's not a slow ass computer, Bill. I guarantee you that computer is probably fast as hell, but you have so many tabs open. It's so bogged down. Why you do that? Why you talk to the Jesus, Bill.
That's how many tabs on a second browser.
Oh my Lord. I bet you close that out and restart your computer, it works fine. I can almost guarantee it, Bill.
You think?
Absolutely. While you do that, you talk to everybody, and I'm going to go use the restroom real quick again.
No, you can't do that. Meh. Well, just as David walked away, my whole browser and system locked up. So I am back. Whoa! And I booked July 5th. And the intro price that I booked it at was $106. And it's 187 now. Well, I'll show you guys what I did. Washington, D.C. is a very, very complicated trip. It involves a lot of timed events that you have to plan, transportation tickets in advance. And it looks like I saved over $100 booking it a few days ago. So David saw that intro price, but by the time you add taxes, fees, and upgrade it to a first class experience, you end up with about $500+ for a dinner cruise. And David went away. Tip for Washington, D.C. If you want a White House tour, make sure you write a message to your congressman and make sure you do a White House tour 90 days in advance. That's the only way you will get. There he is.
Yeah, that was not good. I had Mexican food before I came on.
Oh no. Well, right as you left, we do have people who stuck around because right as you got up, I locked up and went away again.
Anyways,
So
Bill,
that was $106. Now it's working. That's from. So if you go to the actual date, I just had it up. Hey, are we still streaming? Are we still streaming?
Yeah.
I got a notification up that says we're having trouble streaming to Facebook.
Oh, don't worry about that.
You don't see that?
No, I see it. We're streaming on what you call it? YouTube and X. Let me check the rest of the stuff. Okay, we're still streaming on that. So let me go to why are we? I figured it out. Oh, did I? Can you still see me?
Yes.
Okay. Let me.
People, this isn't our normal day.
What the hell? Hold on. Now I know why we are not streaming on YouTube. What happened? This video may contain something that could encourage violence and lead to risk of physical harm or direct threat to public safety. Really? Really? I wonder what it was.
What?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's the reason why we're not
So it stopped the Facebook feed over something we said?
we didn't say anything violent, did we? I don't think so.
Talked about Harambe.
I guess so.
We showed a picture of fighter gliders.
Yeah. Anyways,
I mean, if I had mentioned data centers right now, they're getting violent. People are getting violent about that.
Yeah. That is so weird. Because we
What
didn't.
else could it have been?
I am curious.
Hey, people out there, did we say anything really offensive in the last
No.
30 minutes?
How we made this decision. Okay. Our technology found your contact doesn't follow our community standard. As a result, a member of our team took action. We use the same rules around the world for everyone. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna have a
Is
review.
it because you mentioned a bloody shirt?
That's the only thing. That is really that is the only thing.
You could just say, well, hey, I'm part British. You know how they say bloody this and bloody that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is so strange. I submitted a review, so
I see that. I saw an exclamation point up there on the Facebook thing.
okay. I'm not gonna look into any of that. I guess we're not gonna use Facebook anymore.
You mean it'll completely stop it or just this program?
No, I took the video down.
No, I mean, is it going to let us stream it next week?
If we wanted to, yeah, but I'm not doing that because Bill got canceled on that one. While Bill is doing whatever Bill needs to do to get back on, I'm going to show you something that I found interesting.
Hey, don't be influenced
Or
by
she
these
was-
people.
Hey,
How about you
we're
stop?
having a great conversation. It's really rude to interrupt.
It's really
These ladies
not.
approached me.
How about you
Yeah.
actually look at that and you say that's okay? Because that's not
A baby.
Yeah, yes, it is. Like a living person.
I can promise you, I still have to sell the baby. That's not one. I've never had an abortion, but guess what? If I got raped, I would get an abortion.
No.
I absolutely would.
You would just do adoption. My auntie got raped and she didn't abort her baby.
Yeah, but what if you don't have the ability?
My auntie.
You don't have. What if how old are you?
10
How old
and
are you?
11.
14.
Okay. How old are you?
14.
Okay. These ladies could teach you a lot, actually. They've been talking to me this entire conversation.
And I feel clear that they can.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
I know it's so much. I promise you.
Yeah, you came up here and started telling them lies.
That's funny. Anyways, while Bill is working his magic to get his stuff on, here's another thing that I found was kind of interesting. Women won't understand this. Men will. Basically, what they're doing is they're putting Hot Wheel things on the hot dog, and it goes through a Hot Wheel track, and down we go, and right onto the grill. Yeah, America. Bill's gonna have to do a complete restart. So let's see here. Let me get this up and going. Oh, great. Yay. Your piece of content is back on Facebook. Review and your piece of content does follow our community standards for violence. We're sorry for the inconvenience. Let me see if it's working now, though. All right, Bill's doing a complete restart again. Da, da, da. Let me type him. Video. I really hate that happens sometimes. Is people don't like what you're saying in life on like these social media stuff. Are we trying to be influencers? Not really. We're just having chat, watching stuff on the internet, and you're getting reacting to our stuff. So all right, that fixed that problem. But yeah, it's just annoying that a lot of the stuff that's happening on Facebook and Instagram and everything like that is all because of one person doesn't like what your content is, which is really sad. Really sad at all that it actually happens that way. And if anybody out there that's doing content and they're just doing it for fun, which we are too, we're doing it for fun. We're not making any money off of this, and even the stuff that Bill keeps on talking about, and it sounds like I'm being mean to him. It's part of the act, people. I'm sorry. You're getting behind the scenes on that one, but I'm just joking with him. Johnny's the same way with me on Nerd Sports. He does that to me all the time. So we're always doing that. It's us having fun. Now Bill's going to ruin it. As soon as I mentioned that, Bill's going to ruin the whole thing. Go ahead, Bill. Say, I knew it. I knew it.
I just went away because you said I was going to ruin it.
Anyways,
what was up?
Oh no, I was saying that the Facebook thing probably got blocked because someone didn't like what we were saying, so they said it was violent and whatever. Anyways, Bill, last but not least, do you need me to resend the
Oh, real quick, I finally got that working.
Cut. No, not real quick. We're doing this. Do you need me to resend you that FBI stuff?
FBI stuff?
Yeah, about the guy that had like $40 million in gold in his house.
Oh.
Go ahead, read that, and we'll do whatever you want after that. That's the last freaking actual news stuff that we actually have.
Okay, well, you said it sounded cheap, but once you either do a window seat guarantee or you upgrade to first class, so you get a photo, guaranteed window seat, etched glass, and all that, then that's what you're looking at.
Huh, cool. All right.
Except I booked it last week or a few days ago, and I saved about $150. And I am looking for what you sent now.
Okay.
You sent something for me to read, didn't you?
Yes. Because we all know that David can't read. Holy shit.
What happened?
I'm sending it to Johnny to see if it's real.
What happened?
MLB is posing a $245 million salary cap for Players Association. The Dodgers payroll is currently over $400 million.
So you're wanting me to read this article?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the article is Feds seize 40 million in gold bars, cash, Rolexes from former CIA official who faked being a Navy pilot. David J. Rush allegedly claimed 40 million in gold bars and foreign currency were for work-related expenses. Wow. A former CIA official with a top secret security clearance was arrested after the FBI raided his Virginia home and discovered a staggering $40 million stash of gold bars, $2 million in cash, and 35 luxury watches, court documents reveal. David J. Rush was arrested May 19th and is facing federal charges for theft of public money after allegedly swindling the government out of tens of millions of dollars while posing as a highly decorated Navy Reserve captain and Air Force test pilot. The FBI told Fox News Digital the arrest followed a referral from the CIA. After a CIA internal investigation identified potential violations of the law, CIA Director John Ratcliffe referred the information to the FBI for a law enforcement investigation, the CIA and FBI wrote in a joint statement. The FBI is working closely with our partners at the CIA and the Department of Justice as we continue to investigate this matter fully. We are committed to following the facts, ensuring accountability, and pursuing justice in accordance with the law. According to an unsealed criminal complaint and FBI affidavit, the grift unraveled after Rush made multiple requests to his agency between November 2025 and March 2026 for a significant quantity of foreign currency and tens of millions of dollars in gold bars. Whoa, that's not suspicious at all.
Not one
Rush
bit.
claimed the payout was strictly for work-related expenses. But an FBI search of his home on May 18th turned up roughly 303 1-kilogram gold bars, 2 million in U.S. currency, and dozens of luxury watches, many of which were Rolex, according to court documents. A federal investigation revealed that despite holding a senior executive service rank and top secret SCI clearance, Rush routinely lied about his military background and education. In applications for his high-level job, Rush claimed he was a graduate of the U.S. Air Force Test Pilot School and the current director of test for a 145-person, 18-aircraft Joint Army-Navy Weapons Test Organization, according to court documents. However, military records show Rush was never a pilot and held no FAA licenses. His actual duties in the Navy included working as an information systems technician. He also allegedly faked his education credentials to boost his federal salary, claiming he held a bachelor's degree from Clemson University and a master's degree from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, according to the filings. Registers from both universities confirmed to the FBI they have no record of Rush ever attending their schools. Further, the FBI claims that Rush scammed the government out of $77,000 in fraudulent military leave, claiming 744 hours of paid time off by telling his employees he was actively serving as a Navy Reserve captain 06 through September of 2025. Rush was honorably discharged a decade later in February 2015 as a Lieutenant 03, according to court documents. He is currently being held in federal custody by U.S. Marshals after a judge initially denied his request for release. Rush recently waived his rights to a preliminary hearing, and a magistrate judge found probable cause to move to the grand jury. And that is the article that David sent me to read. And David has vanished. And My guess is it's his gastro issue that he is currently having. And he sent a message. It is the gastro issue. So anyway, no one responded to my That's what it was. That's why someone hated us and we got yanked off of Facebook. Because I said, does anyone here care about soccer? Is soccer that big that people are like, oh my God, he said something against soccer? Well, let's see if I can locate something else I had up. Searching for it. You know, people are saying, oh, Google big tech is spying on us, and if we build data centers here, they're going to get all our information. You know, big tech, if anyone's followed Canada law right now and their bill C-22, Canada is wanting big tech's information on people. Big tech doesn't want to give it. So they are actively trying to kill the Canadian Bill C-22. The EU also wants big tech to give them information. And here's some of the comments. At the end of the day, Google will fall back on the First Amendment. Canada is not getting around that. And things are having to reload because of the shutdown. Further subversion of Canadian law. This is not positive. And, oops, there's that video again. So what's going on is, if we stop data centers here, then our big tech that is actually fighting to keep our information safe, then it will be governed by the winner of the AI race. So that what big tech is trying to stop right now, it'll be regulated out of Brussels or Beijing instead of by our Constitution. So they won't be able to stop it like they are now. I think I know what triggered the Facebook thing. Do you know what triggered it? Showing the graffiti on the fountain.
Probably.
I think that's what killed it, is showing the graffiti on the fountain. But outside of the graffiti on the fountain, I don't know. This might be offensive to some people.
Dr. Beckton.
Yep.
How long until we see your signature next to President Trump's face on a $250 bill?
Well, again, as Treasury Secretary, I have two mandates for U.S. currency. At present, no living person can be on U.S. currency, and the currency must say, "In God we trust." So right now there is proposed legislation that in front of the House, in front of the Senate, to change the first requirement so that a living person, Donald J. Trump, could be on a $250 bill. So it's all in the hands of the, it's all up on Capitol Hill. So at Treasury, we prepare things in advance. So we have prepared in advance that if the legislation is passed, but we will stick to the law.
Okay. Okay. Whatever you're thinking, hold that thought. Write it down somewhere so you can come back to it. Your stuff on Canada and everything about the Google stuff, it's invalid now.
Electricity.
This is what okay, it's coming up. This is what it says. Carney does a complete 180 with the U.S., praising America, seeking new partnership, wants to make America great again. And he also gutted the surveillance bill, which is going on.
Imports 60% of crude oil imports. That is mutual strength. Let's be absolutely clear. Canada Strong will help make America great again. Whose founding values of liberty, democracy, justice, and openness should continue to serve as guides to its future and the future of the world. That future should include a new partnership with Canada, a true partnership that reimagines cooperation in specific sectors that are deeply challenged by global competition. Above all, as you would expect, we're focused on things that are good for Canada. This is good for all Canadians, but it's also good for the United States because a stronger Canada is a better ally. And we know that while Canada and the United States have had our differences over the centuries, we have always worked and eventually work through them because we share values and our common interests run deep. They run through our economies. Canada is America's largest customer.
So yeah, Bill, do you like actually being wrong at times?
I wasn't wrong. He like it says, he did a 180. He's getting scared to hell. I mean, he's tried to put up this big face, and his Davos was he's going to lead the New World Order garbage, and the Kuzma is up for negotiation. I'm not sure when the actual expiration is, but I think it's first part of July. And he's been kicking the U.S. off to the side with it and pissing off Trump. And Trump wasn't going to have it. And that is a major 180. I highly recommend people later this evening to catch Moose on the Loose's podcast and Jasmine Lane. They will probably have some really, really interesting news about this today.
Yeah. All right.
Possibly Mark Nixon also. Table Salt's response. Did his meds just kick in? Did they threaten to Maduro him? This is wild from a guy who said the relationship will never be the same again. Yeah. Should we make May 28th International Elbows Down Day? Do you get that reference?
No.
I think it has something originally to do with hockey, but
what is Elbows Down Day? We have Google.
Well, there is no Elbows Down Day, but they've been saying as they went again, as Trump pounded them, that elbows up. That's been their Canadian thing against America. They put their elbows up.
Bill, if I ask you to stop real quick, that means I found everything. There's no official recognitions of elbows down, but you are likely thinking of elbows up movement. This is a popular phrase in the movement that started in Canada politics and culture discourse. The hockey origin is from the legendary hockey player Georgie Howie, Mr. Hockey. He was famous for using a physical and defensive skiing posture with his elbows raised to protect himself and fight back against larger opponents. The culture's symbolism. The phrase was popularized as a rally cry for Canadians to stand their ground, brace for conflict, and defend their country's interests. Often used in a context of resistance, trade pressure, tariffs, and anxiety rhetoric from the United States. Michael Myers' moment, the phrase went viral after actor Michael Myers wore a Canada is not for sale shirt on Saturday Night Live and flashing the elbows up sign on camera. So, Bill, that's the reason why. Elbows down day.
Elbows down day means Canada gave in.
Yes. And they're defenseless.
Yeah, I knew that reference, but it was Table Salt that had mentioned that. So Table Salt mentioned that big tech had put provisions in to kill the bill.
Yeah.
So Table Salt had put that out May 25th at 9:48. So basically, I think, well, those bills, I tracked it and put out a post 2 or 3 years ago that they violated the USMCA or Kuzma, like they say that they violated that. And if we had Biden still in there, that they'd let us tromp all over us. And I had said, if a conservative gets in, they'll tell him where to stick it.
Yeah.
So when they've been saying, oh, Canada, we're against them and we're doing all this bad stuff. No, they were already violating it with some of these bills. And big tech, who everyone's saying wants to spy on everyone in America, stopped their shit. I'll guarantee you that's what happened here. Something spooked this man in a big way. He gutted C-22, C-26, and now this within 48 hours.
What, Bill?
Oh man, I can't play this, but if you can see this.
Okay, we're going to the next thing. Your wife's probably asking you to come back to the room. On the last note, JD Vance walked in on Trump and Rubio in deep debate over a sheet of paper covered in notes. Vance said, "What's this discussion, Trump? We're discussing how we can deport 3 million liberal white women and 4 Beagles." Vance, what did the Beagles do? Rubio, see, I told you no one would care about the liberal white women.
You see in the image.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. I'm David Dickerman.
And I'm Wild William.
And everybody have a good weekend this weekend. Love you guys. Good. Bye.
Bye.